Yo guys, it's Vin. Today I'm going to be analyzing a ranked game that I literally just won, but it was against this guy, this Lucian player who's extremely aggressive. He just kept attacking and waking up, and I want you to see how I dealt with him and what he could have done to probably have a better chance at winning the game. Alright, let's just hop into it. Alright, so I'm playing my patented Finn right now, the Fiona. I get the weapon, and this is pretty standard. But this first few interactions told me everything I needed to know about this player. Okay, let's just stop right there. I was mainly talking about the engagement after I hit him with the sidelight nair, but this told me quite a bit too. He dashed sidelight right into a wake up delight into a wake up jump dare. He did one move to try and approach me, and after he missed the first move, he did two extra moves to try and wake me up. After that, it just led me into a quick sidelight nair. I don't know anything about this guy, but just basically off of reaction, I was able to just avoid it, sidelight nair, get a free punish. And this is what told me everything right here. The information that I just got, that he just did two wake-ups after he missed his approach, and then he wakes up right here. I was going to try to do a quick dodge down read just as a guess, because that's what a lot of people do. And I actually did a dodge down because I thought he was going to try and touch the floor because of how aggressive he was in the start, because I thought he was going to try and touch the floor as quick as possible. But no, he actually did a Qatar dare to try and wake me up there. So that told me everything I needed to know. And he gets his first combo off, and that's pretty good. And he keeps just waking up and attack. Look at this. This guy, he just keeps attacking me over and over again. He does a nair into a dare, into a sidelight, into a delight. He threw out like 6 attacks right there. So once I get my ground, this match is really not that hard. And by the way, right here, this is all like reconnaissance. I'm all just trying to get information on my opponent right now. This told me a lot too. I did dare, he did dare. He did dare as well. So now I basically have everything I need to do. I get a quick true combo there. Dare, ground pound. Yep. Since he switched to blasters, I didn't know exactly what he was going to do, but honestly, this is pretty telegraphed. He did a GCD light, so I jumped over and did jump ground pound to cover. And I pushed the advantage here. Yep, see, he just keeps waking up. I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity. I try to catch him with the jump scare there. But here, this is another good opportunity for me. He tried to wake up. He tried to do a jump dare. I'm above him. There is no reason he should have done a jump dare here. I was above him. He should have jumped naired instead. Jump reverse nair. So I get a quick dare, and this is a hard read. I saw he did, or like, yeah, it's a hard read. We'll just say it's a hard read. He did a dare, right? And I noticed that he's still waking up like crazy. It's even on blasters, so I thought he was going to do a jump dare as well, and I was right. He did a regular dare. I did a dash forward, turnaround, end sig, which is the most optimal thing I could have done there, probably. I wanted to edgeguard him with unarmed, but I'm like, no, I'll just get the weapon. He keeps trying to attack me. This right here was a misinput. You see I did a dodge into a recovery. I meant to just do recovery and pick up. He keeps just attacking me. And then I get a quick Sair. And yeah, this nair was really bad. What did he do? Yeah, this nair. Okay, so now that I know... I've gotten a lot of this out of the way, a lot of the reconnaissance out of the way. I know that he keeps waking up. He's attacking where I am, but he's not attacking where I will be. So this leads me to believe that I can just float around him, bait out the attack, and then punish him, which is really what Brawlhalla is all about. But for real, this nair is so bad. He should have done a Sair right here, but instead I just get a cheap Sair and get the stop. Okay. I switched to Axe. Axe is my best weapon, so... that's why. That was a bad nair for me. Good end late. So he gets his true combo. He thought I was going to dodge in, so that's why he did that. Yep. I noticed the wake up again. So I should have done dare into ground pound. Actually, it wouldn't have hit anyway, but that was weird. He did a Sair wake up. And yep. And right here is a very pivotal point. A very big part about punishing players who constantly wake up is you have to know your weapon's options and your opponent's options, especially with what your opponent is trying to do. I noticed on Katars, he's been waking up with dare, and same thing on blasters, he's been waking up with dare. So I do this dare here. He wakes up with a Sair, which is kind of unexpected. Probably he wanted to spike me, because yeah, you know, he wanted to wake up with a spike, which is pretty smart by him, except he's been doing this the whole match, so I expect it. It's very telegraphed. Yep, I expect that he's going to try and wake me up right here. He misses this there. I think he's going to try and cover me. I dash away, quick side light nair, and this is great. I know that Qatar Dare covers a very diagonal angle, so I do a GCD light to cover that. And I don't know what is going through this guy's head when he does this side sig. And if you see here, I do a true combo, but even if this wasn't true, it still would have hit because he tried to dare right there. He keeps trying to dare. I honestly think he's tilted. That was an interesting option right there. And sig. Okay, right here was interesting. A lot of players would like to go to the stage here. This Lucian, I saw he was charging the N-sig, especially because he just N-sigged. I figured he would do something like that again, try to wake me up as he would try to catch my landing, as most players would. So I opted to go to the wall. You hear this a lot in Remy's analyses, that you just want to go to the wall instead. There's no reason when you're burning your options to jump right on top of your opponent with an aerial. I return to the wall. I actually get a cheap Sair off. Quick Sair. I throw my weapon because I kind of wanted that, but it's fine. That meant to be a recovery. I just straight misinputted. He's doing some good moves here. So before, when I was like around this area, he would nair, but he actually waited for the Sair, which was really smart. This is probably the smartest thing he's done all match. And I'm not saying he's... Okay, that was really bad. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying that he's making a lot of very simple mistakes that are very common in the Brawl community, especially me. I attack a lot. You see me attack quite a bit, especially when I'm just playing for fun, and that's really not a healthy habit. You want to be not playing completely passive, but just generally learning how to bait out your options, and that'll help you rank up very easily. This here was a misinput. I actually meant to do a diagonal upwards here. A diagonally up dodge, and I don't know why he did a GC end light there. I assume that was a misinput. I hope it was a misinput. I don't know. We go next. I misinputted there. So, we don't really, there's not too much to talk about there. I spawn in, and yep, he's still waking up. He's still doing the wake up game. So if I were him right here, I just got the stock, right? If I were the Lucian, I just killed my opponent. I just killed me. So this is my chance to reset. This is my chance to kind of recuperate, kind of slow down. If I were him right here, this would have been the pivotal point of the match where he can just change his game plan. If he were really, really good, what he would have done is realized, oh, I keep getting hit on these wake-ups, so what do? I gotta stop waking up. I gotta take my time more, and this is the perfect place to think about it, but he didn't, and he keeps sticking with the wake-ups, which is why I ultimately get the stock, too. Do a quick end light. I wanted to do a jump read there. Okay. This was another read. I did an end light. I thought he was going to wake up here, and he actually did the smart thing by jumping up, except he used a dodge. There's no reason for him to dodge right here, because this was completely out of the threat range. He's obviously very scared of me. I think that's another thing to take away from this, is you can't play scared. Even if you're losing by quite a bit, you can't be burning your dodge for no reason, right? You can't give your opponent that much respect, even though they've been hitting you a lot. Anyway, I dodge in. That was not a very good dodge, but it's fine. He didn't catch on to it. Yep, see? This is another big mistake. A very aggressive players often, instead of landing somewhere else, which is what he should have done, if he sees, okay, right here, right? He's out of jumps. He's out of jumps here. He should just reset and land on the other end of the stage. There's no reason for him to push me, especially when I have my jumps too. What I do here, especially because I'm lower to the ground as well, right? He does this there, trying to catch me where I was, and since he's out of jumps, he can't recover from it. And now I'm on the ground, I get a quick side light nair, and I tried to do a jump end sig because I thought he was going to do a dare wake up, but he didn't. Catch a quick end light. That was a very bad weapon throw, and I shouldn't have done that. Nice Sair, very good. Okay, so here, I know that unarmed has no range, right? And I see that he's doing Sairs, so this is why I backed up, which is a very good option for me. I don't know why he did GCD light. Quick Sair. That was really bad. Right here, I was playing scared here, right? I should have Saired right here. This should have been a Sair, this should have been the stock. But I hesitated, and I think that's another big takeaway, is you can't hesitate. I was being way too passive here. I should have just taken the opportunity and jump Saired. And he did a terrible end sig. I just turned around and Saired. Okay, this guy is obviously, his mental is broken. He just did GC breakdance for no reason. Okay, so here, yeah. If you see a guitar player running at you like this, they're gonna do a dash side light. There was no reason for me to turn around and try to side light him preemptively. You have to wait until their side light is over for you to try and punish. Yep, he did the dare wake up. That was a very ambitious sig. Why did he sig? I don't know. It wouldn't have sent me off stage, and I'm on orange, so it wouldn't have killed me anyway. I would have rather dash jump fast fall stared right here, because I was jumping. So I just did a quick dodge, fall on top of him with a dare D like true combo, and this is great. I recognize that he did the dare wake up again, right here. So I did dare, he woke up with a dare, right? So I noted that. I did a dare D light, he wakes up with dare, I do another D light. Perfect. He does this ground pound, which I think is really bad. I think this is mainly just him being tilted. Although he did do that in the beginning, the other end of the match, so I don't know. Whatever. Let me rewind a second. Side light Sair, chase dodge, right here. This chase dodge, what I did here was to bait out his wake up. Chase dodge, and then I reversed my momentum. Of course, he woke up like he normally did, side light nair. I went for the same read again, but this is when I have to realize that he's not waking up anymore out of side light nair. He's known better, he's learned better. So I have to stop going for this jump NSIG read because it hasn't worked. It's 0 and 2, it hasn't worked yet, so I should probably just do a jump recovery instead. Or maybe just reset to neutral, we'll see. This was bad. I did a immediate dodge in, which means I couldn't have dodged this weapon throw. I mean, I could have if I didn't jump into it, but don't only dodge in if you're really far away from the stage. There's no reason for me to dodge in here, because now I'm completely out of options. Here, this Lucian should have recognized right here that I had no options, I had no jumps, I had no dodge. I get my dodge back here, of course, but he could have done a reverse. He could have turned around, face towards me, X pivot nair, instead of dodging. This player is really weird. He keeps attacking me when he doesn't have advantage, when he doesn't have the opportunity to attack, he's trying to force it. And when he does have the opportunity to attack, he's not defending that position. He's playing too scared now, which is kind of weird. Nice jump Sair wake up, honestly. Okay, this is pretty smart. I don't know if he meant to do this, but he did a D-light. I expected him to do an N-light wake up, because that's just the smart thing to do. That's like the basic option. So I tried to jump over him and dare him, and he did a jump Sair, which is smart. N-sig. I kind of telegraphed this. This is pretty expected. He did a move. I knew he's going to wake up again, so I threw my weapon at him. That was the only way to cover that option. Dash N-light. Okay, this is really smart here. Again, I use chase dodges to bait out the wake up. If you're playing someone who's really aggressive, you can definitely use chase dodges. And just dodge right through it, turn around haymaker. Very optimal. And that's the stuff. That is the game. This right here, I learned my lesson from the beginning of the match. Remember when I did that thing where I meant to do a Sair, or I should have done a Sair, but instead I backed off? Here I learned my lesson. I picked up the weapon, realized he was going to go up, dash jump Sair. That's the stock, and I'm kind of trolling here because it's the end of the game. There's no way for him to live. Alright guys, well that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. That's kind of how you want to counteract these players who are super aggressive, and I hope you enjoyed. I already said that. Bye!